Deep within the modern grid of Guangzhou, a massive octagonal roof emerges from the city's canopy. With its sweeping eaves, vivid blue tiles, and thick red pillars, the structure carries the aesthetic hallmarks of a palace built for an ancient emperor. But this building was not designed for a dynasty. It was commissioned to honor the movement that brought 2,000 years of imperial rule to an end. The hall is a monument to Dr. Sun Yat-sen, widely regarded as the father of the nation and the primary architect of China's democratic revolution. The hall's architecture presents a deliberate contradiction. It utilizes the visual weight of the old empire to provide a sense of stability and legitimacy to the birth of a new, modern republic. The choice of this specific site was significant. In 1922, this land held the presidential palace, which was targeted and destroyed by artillery fire during the constitutional protection movement. Sun Yat-sen and his wife, Song Qingling, narrowly escaped the shelling, fleeing through rifle fire as the palace collapsed behind them. The destruction left an ideological void in Guangzhou. To honor Sun after his death, the new government needed more than a memorial. They needed a structure that projected absolute resilience in the cradle of the revolution. The resulting building was designed to be a fortress for the new republic's ideology, disguised in the traditional forms of China's past. The task of blending these two worlds fell to Liu Yanji, a young Chinese architect who had trained at Cornell University before winning the competition for the memorial. Liu Yanji had to satisfy a difficult requirement. The building needed a purely traditional exterior, but it also had to accommodate the massive crowds associated with modern civic life. While the exterior appears to be made of traditional wooden brackets and cut stone, it is actually an early application of reinforced concrete and steel. This modern engineering becomes visible inside the main auditorium, which was designed to seat over 3,000 people. A wireframe shows the scale of the interior volume. Liu achieved a 71-meter span across the center, without any supporting pillars blocking the view. To carry the massive octagonal roof, the load transfers to 8 heavy columns hidden entirely within the perimeter walls. By removing the central supports, the architect created a unified space where thousands of citizens could gather with an unobstructed view of the stage, a physical necessity for the public assemblies that defined the new republic. Outside, the building's color palette was chosen to communicate specific national values. The blue glazed tiles represent a clear sky, while the red pillars signify fraternity and the blood shed during the revolutionary struggle. The golden roof crowning the structure was intended to represent the brightness of the nation's future. From an aerial perspective, the building's footprint reveals a secondary geometry. The main hall and surrounding walkways are laid out like a traditional alarm bell. This bell refers to Sun Yat-sen's deathbed warning that the revolution is not yet successful. The architecture serves as a permanent call to action, reminding future generations that the work of the republic is ongoing. The hall eventually fulfilled its role as a civic center during the city's most critical moments. In September 1945, it served as the site for the official signing of the Japanese forces' surrender in Guangzhou. The building remains anchored by the plaque hanging under the front eaves. It features Sun Yat-sen's calligraphy of his most famous maxim, 天下为公, or the world is for all. Today, the surrounding grounds have become a public park. Local residents practice Tai Chi near 300-year-old kapok trees, and the auditorium is regularly used for concerts and municipal meetings. The hall's success is measured by its continued use. It remains an active organ of the city, occupied daily by the citizens it was designed to empower. Architect Liu Yanji never saw the finished memorial. He died of cancer at age 35, passing away in 1929 before construction was completed. His vision persists in his other major project, the Sun Yat-sen Mausoleum in Nanjing, which shares the same blend of modern reinforced concrete and traditional blue-tiled roofs. As Guangzhou's modern skyline of glass and steel has risen around it, the Memorial Hall has remained a low-slung constant in the city center. The structure continues to serve as an active civic hub, fulfilling Liu Yanji's plan to house a public that the architecture was specifically designed to support.